Hello everyone and welcome to a very special video on the channel. This is Doug Dagnabbit. I'm from ModernWarzone.com, and in today's video we're going to be going over the new campaign footage that was just shown off at Gamescom from the campaign mission from Call of Duty Vanguard called Stalingrad Summer, where you get to play as the new Russian operator and you get to go through some of the new mechanics of the game. We're going to go through this trailer live, so it's going to be like a reaction type breakdown, and I'm going to break down some of the things that we've talked about pre-reveal that are being shown off within this campaign playthrough. It's very short. We're going to try to get straight to the point. I'm not going to hang out around and just beat around the bush with you guys. So hope you enjoy the video. If you do learn something today, make sure to drop a like, leave a comment, and be sure to subscribe to the channel. I appreciate it. Let's get into it. All right, so I just want to mention something through this first part of the playthrough. Make sure you're paying attention to how detailed and gorgeous all of this lighting is. They're trying to show that off. And they're also trying to show off a lot of the particle and dust effects. If you notice at the top of your screen, you'll see objective updated. This game is going to be not open world, but it'll be linear open world, if you know what I'm saying by that. So you will have objectives that you'll see. You'll notice they're trying to show off the dynamic lighting by the light hitting the soldier's face right there, the light coming in through that side window, the light coming in through this window. All of the different debris effects here. And they're actually going to show off something right here as well with the execution. Now, the thing that I want to point out about this execution is the blood spatter that you see all over the wall right here. They really wanted to make that a point. So just let's see if we can go through and watch how it splashes. I mean, that's pretty gruesome. And now you're gonna see the player move and pick up this shotgun that we've seen already in the Champion Hill trailer. This is actually a real life gun, and it's a shotgun that functions kind of like a revolver, so it has a rotating chamber. And what we're about to get into right now, they're gonna show off a little bit of the mounting that we've talked about. Hold L2 to mount. You see the player go to start the mount right here. And another thing that you're going to notice right here is, again, the blood spatter effect. They seem to be making it a point that the blood spatters behind whoever you shoot. I mean, look at that on that wall. I mean, that's pretty detailed based on where his pellet should have landed. And now if you notice right here, we have what I was alluding to in our latest videos about the destructible environments and how obvious it is that the destructible parts are destructible. You're going to see this player shoot a part of it and then just run through it. And now we can look at the reload animation for the new shotgun. As you can see, it functions very similar to a revolver. And here we're going to notice a bit of like Assassin's Creed type stuff. This will pop up again later in the trailer. The lighting yet again is gorgeous. I know it's all orange right here, but they're trying to show you it's a worn-torn part. Again, focusing on the lighting with the bottom down there with the car lights. More lighting details. Now, I have seen people on Twitter talking about it. Yes, this FOV is very zoomed in. FOV being zoomed in like this gives more of a cinematic experience, so it makes sense. Some of the particle effects that are in this game, you can hold. This is clearly being shown on a PS5. Open a window. That's something we alluded to in our last video. Opening and closing windows and window shutters are going to be a part of the multiplayer as well. And now we'll get to see her pick up her signature weapon, the Mosin Nagant sniper rifle. This scene is straight from the original reveal trailer we saw immediately out of Warzone. It is a bit awkward to me. I will say this. I saw somebody point this out on Twitter. I can't remember who, but look at the size of the scope compared to the size of the screen. That gives me like an affected FOV type thing. But I don't know if that's what it's going to be like in the final product. This could just be for cinematics. As you see, the first shotgun that they picked up didn't have a name, which it does have a name in game. Pay attention to this part right here. You're going to hear bullets hitting the wood around the window. That's part of the destruction. You saw that she could mount in that window right there. She chose not to. Right there, you see at the bottom the option to mount. I also want you guys to pay attention that there was no option to blind fire at that point in time, even though the cover allowed for blind firing. So watch this part right here. We're about to see the new blind firing feature that people have been talking about for the first time in game. Okay. I know I keep pausing. I didn't intend to pause this many times, but as you can see at the bottom of your screen right here, you have L2 to mount and R2 to blind fire. So you can mount or choose to blind fire. And here's what the blind fire mechanic looks like. Boom. So you kind of poke up for a second. You leave yourself quite exposed. But there is no like third person aspect to it. We were wondering about that in the last video we recorded, if like it would show yourself in third person like when you go to blind fire, but it seems like you just go from a crouch position to a standing one based on the POV of the character. But in game it might look, you know, something more like this. I'm not sure. That's the first time I've seen it in such clear footage. As you can see, I think they did that on purpose to show that bullets can go through walls. Yeah, definitely. This bullet was aimed directly at the wall to showcase that it can go through said wall and make that soldier react. Just pick up a new gun. And then right here you see your first example of contextual lean with the mounting system as we had in Modern Warfare. One thing I want to look for real quick is the swastika. If you guys see a swastika, be sure to let me know below. Everybody said they're back in this game. More lighting effects. More contextual lean. Okay, now we're coming up on a part where they're going to showcase something else that's new to the Call of Duty series. And this is going to be what we spoke about before, where if you're mounted on something and behind it, before you were stuck like here to where you could only look around, now you can strafe left and right and continue to maintain your weapon's accuracy, as you're going to see right here. I'll replay it a few times as well. So right here, the player mounts. Lands a shot and then slides to the right without going unmounted. Now they're unmounted and they're going to showcase it again, mounting and moving to the right. All right, I'll play through that one more time. I mean, it's pretty obvious to see. It's not going to hurt your weapon accuracy. I mean, it's going to make for some interesting head glitches, that's for sure, especially if it functions exactly the same way in multiplayer, which I don't see why it wouldn't. Absolutely gorgeous game, though. You can tell this is on the Modern Warfare engine. Got a takedown. All very gory. I would say, I'm going to go back and look at this just because that's not the best example of their gore. I mean, it looks like jello coming out of this guy's neck. But I like seeing violence in World War II games. Very cool little scene right here. As you can see, another objective marker. And we got a little bit more of Assassin's Creed-esque type stuff going on here, climbing up to a new objective. All right, the important part about this library scene is just pay attention to the massive amount of destruction you're going to see. You're going to see paper flying everywhere. You're going to see books like exploding. This place is going to look completely different after this gunfight starts. And they want to show that off. And we got our first look at the STG-44. That bad boy. If you played World War II or any Call of Duty World War II games, you love this weapon. First look at the Molotov. Lighting everybody up. As you can see what I was talking about, look at all the paper floating in the air. Showing off the smoke grenades. And then we cut. Now, we thought that might have been the end of what we got to see at Gamescom, but that's not true. You get to see the perspective of Polina an hour before the attacks happened. And this is where the real beauty of the game unfolds. I'm actually going to take off my webcam just so you guys can see the beauty of this part that they showed us. This is in Stalingrad. The mission is called Stalingrad Summer. You can see right here, everything's pretty calm for a war zone, you know? Objective complete, and they're showing her new objectives. So, like I was saying, you can't really call it open world, but it has aspects. So the Red Army's already down bad.
Come on, get in line. Polina, over here. Medsister Petrova, you're needed in the field.
Everything's all good, and then you see the doves start flying. I'm just gonna let you guys watch this part. There's not much for me to say. Enjoy the beauty. Now, granted, this is not going to look as good to you guys as the 4K is on Call of Duty's YouTube channel, just due to re-uploading, but absolutely gorgeous. A little more climbing going on. Very cinematic. I'm not sure rooftops is the place to be while under attack by planes, but she's working it. Ooh. You can see the entire building is coming down. Clearly trying to show off a lot of their destructible environments. Alright. And I'm actually going to turn the webcam back on for this portion. Now, this portion, many people would probably think is just a cool cinematic cutscene, but they put it in here for a specific reason. If you pay attention to all of the different items shown, you'll notice that you'll see a lot of these throughout Call of Duty maps. And they're all items that you will find in multiplayer campaign and that are movable individually. So they're no longer, they're their own static items with their own physics. So this is showcasing how that physics would work in a building that's slanted and falling down. And I just wanted to make a point that that guy that was falling right there that we just saw, his voice sounded just like a zombie when I was first watching this. I thought there was a zombie in here. And there you have it, folks. That was, and that is, the Call of Duty Vanguard playthrough that was revealed at Gamescom. Now, I know that there's a lot of different opinions about Call of Duty World War II Vanguard on the internet, but now that you all have gotten to see exactly how beautiful it is and some of the mechanics, I want you to let me know in the comments down below what you think of Call of Duty World War II, or Call of Duty Vanguard. Please let me know. Drop a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. We have videos coming for you daily moving forward. Thank you guys so much for all your support. Until next time, Modern Warzone's going dark.